So I know it's been a really hard time for many of our communities, particularly in the last couple of weeks, and there has been a theme of injustice and inequality, not just around COVID, but generally when you open the news and see what's happening in the world. And I think it is really fair to recognise that COVID has hit deprived communities a lot harder than affluent communities. That's one of the really clear things that's coming out of the data so far. So it's hitting people who experience social deprivation or financial deprivation much harder than other groups. And as a result of that, obviously, that there is a harder impact on some of our BAME communities, which has been really, really difficult. And actually, when we're looking at the early results coming out of the antibody tests, so I'm really pleased we've had carried out about 3,000 staff antibody tests so far. But when we look at the results of that, again, it's clear that many, many more black staff are testing positive for antibodies than white colleagues. So in that context, it makes it doubly important that as an organisation we're putting the right measures in place to support our BAME staff. And so I would really urge any BAME colleagues to really make sure that you are having the risk assessments carried out. We've had over 400 completed so far, but that's not enough, and we definitely need to do more. So I would really urge you to get on and to speak to your managers about making sure that those are carried out. Also want to make sure that all of our colleagues feel free to speak up if they see things that are concerning them. And so you'll know there are lots of different routes for doing that. So, you've got line manager, you've got HR, you've got directors, you've got professional heads, pastoral care, staff side and union colleagues. But you also have at your disposal a new service, which is a new Guardian service, which is 100% independent of the organisation. So it's a different organisation that run this service. And I hope that independence will give everyone the confidence to raise matters of concern and people who might not have felt comfortable doing that up till now. So that went live on Monday. I know they've already had a few inquiries, which is, on the one hand, really encouraging that people are going to them. And so if you've got concerns, please do make sure you're speaking up. Operationally, we've continued to have very low numbers of COVID patients across our hospital sites and also in the community. So at the moment, we have just 13 COVID positive patients across the two sites. And that's down from a high of about 350 back in April. So we are well placed to resume some of the activities that we were doing before. As you know, we started our elective work again at the beginning of this week, and we've got plans to open up 5 theatres for elective work by the end of June. So we are gradually increasing, but just trying to make sure we do it in a measured way to make sure we really embed the right infection control processes so that we can do that really, really safely. Finally, one of the big issues that people have raised with me over the past months is the issue of sustainability and whether as an organisation we're really playing our part in making sure that the way we carry out our work is truly sustainable. And I'm delighted to say that we are starting up a sustainability group, a sort of a working group, that will be chaired by one of our executive directors. That's Rachel Backler, who's our Director of Performance. And so I'm encouraging anyone who'd like to be part of that or be on that group to please get in touch with Rachel to put themselves forward. And there'll be more details around that in the comms going out trust-wide.